throwing blows out here? Hey, get Jake Paul in here?
He's on the other undercharge.
Oh. You are about his age range.
Yeah.
How you feeling? We saw you, I think we heard you in the post-game locker room. Hard Knocks showed you dealing with something off. How you feeling?
Oh, man. I was just doing that for the cameras, man. Nah, you need some more camera time. And Bug went through the family, so I was just dealing with that. But I'm feeling better. Almost completely over it.
Speaking of camera time, there was obviously that picture that's going around of you on the iPad. Do you think that was just like way overblown, out of proportion? Hard Knocks?
Me on the iPad texting?
Yes.
Oh.
During one of the live meetings.
Oh. I didn't know I couldn't text at work. I feel like, out of all the things that we do in the film that we go through and the notes that we take, I feel like, taking a little bit of time to text back, whether it's family or whatever it is probably what I'm going to continue to do. So as long as my play doesn't drop or anything dramatic doesn't happen with myself, I'm going to continue to do what works for me.
Myles, is it any more meaningful if you got number 100 against a guy like Patrick?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been fun to get it last week because I had a chance to. But I think it's special regardless of who it's against. I mean, he's definitely one of the very best that we've ever seen, especially at that position. So, I mean, it'd be nice to get that one, and hopefully I can take the ball from on the play and don't have to get it from him after. So, just semantics, really.
Myles, how difficult is he? Elusive is he in the way he extends plays, and for an edge rusher, just how difficult of a matchup is he specifically?
He's always more elusive than you give him credit for, and he has very good balance. He doesn't go down easily, and even when he does, his eyes are always looking downfield. He's always looking to make that next play, and that's really the tough part about it. He's always looking down the field. He's unflappable. Really when the rush is coming, and he's not deterred too much about pressure from the middle, from the edges, and so just have to continue to rush him and that ball sound. I think that's the only thing that really gets to him is when balls get batted down early and often. So I think that's where we can really start to shake him.
Hey, Myles, when we talked about you getting to 100 a couple weeks ago, you said it took you too long. I think you said. Do you really believe that? You really believe? I mean, you're up to top 5 all time. Do you really think it took you too long?
Absolutely. I mean, COVID, getting suspended in 2019, getting hurt in 2017. I think all those things, led to me being a little bit slow on getting there, and then there were some games I wish I had back, and there was some plays I wish I had back along the way. But I feel like I have a lot of time to speed up the numbers that I have now, the rate that I'm at now. So just look at it as a challenge. There's some guys ahead of me, and don't want to pass up everybody at the end of the day.
Myles, you spoke about wanting to be able to solely be in Cleveland for the rest of your career. Jimmy hasn't spoke earlier, speaking about believing that he had the right guys in place, like Andrew and Kevin. I guess as you kind of enter your 30s, what gives you the confidence that this organization can build the winning team that you want to be a part of?
We got those guys right there leading the charge organizationally. So them being here, wanting to put the right pieces in play, that'll always give me confidence. So as long as that's looking how it is, then I want to be here, and I'll be happy to play for Cleveland. So all got to be heading in the right direction. We all got to be on the same page, and until then, I'm gonna be here, happily playing for this team to draft me.
I know it's been kind of what Jimmy said was a perplexing season. Do you think that throughout the season you guys have all been on the same page?
Well, as far as team-wise, no, I don't think we've all been on the same page. So that's probably been a majority of the dysfunction that we've seen on the field. Organizationally, I mean, the goals have aligned all season. Just the play and execution has not.
This was a year where you guys were supposed to be contenders.
You only get one career. You're in the prime of your career. This was supposed to be the prime contention window for this franchise. Just how disappointing hasn't used the term perplexing to describe this season. Just how perplexing, how disappointing has this been?
I mean, it's been frustrating, but it's something that we acknowledged at the beginning of the season. That wasn't going to be like last season, especially defensively. Guys have seen what we're good at. They've had a whole year to study and really break down what we do best. So we have to take it up another level, and we didn't. So I don't think it's as perplexing as we make it. It's just when you look at outside in and you just see the result, it's hard to understand how we got here. But when you break down all the film and you look at how often we beat ourselves and put ourselves in a bad position, that's what bad teams do.
When you talk about getting the why to win when the playoffs are out of the question, beating the two-time defending champs who were 12-1, does that rank pretty high on that list of reasons to play really hard?
Absolutely. Team that everyone expects to go back to the Super Bowl. Got a hell of a cast. With two of the very best players in the league, if not three. So want to leave this year off with at least a good note, good taste in our mouths by being on 4 straight wins and doing what we need to.
How do you see some of the young guys kind of embrace that sentiment of playing with the name on their back, the city, the name on the front of their jersey, and finding their why? Maybe some guys that haven't had that adversity yet.
Just try to break it to them break it down to them as much and as often as possible. Like, this is your resume. Everyone's going to be looking at this, from your family to this team to everyone across the NFL. There's no guarantee that you'll be here for your entire career, but teams will look at this film and they'll use this to define you for the rest of your time in the league. So never take a snap for granted, never take a second for granted. So go out there, train as hard as you can, and make those big plays. You want to be memorable to the guys that you play with, your peers, and also the coaches and organizations who are willing to take a chance on you.
What can you learn from playing a team like the Chiefs? Like, they haven't had their best year statistically, but they had one loss and they keep finding ways to win.
Exactly, they find a way to win. 1-score games, I think they took the NFL record for, because at the end of the day, they don't beat themselves, especially down the stretch, and they have a sense of camaraderie and chemistry that's really unmatched right now, probably besides Detroit. So, we'll get to match up one of those two teams, and we have to take note.
What do you think when you see the uncertainty that they have heading into the game at left tackle?
What do I think?
Yeah. You think, man, this could be a huge week for me?
I think that every week.
So it doesn't change the fact that they could have their backup or whatever string tackle on there?
No, it doesn't change. Whether it's right side, left side, inside, I'm happy with the matchup anywhere I go.
When you're watching Mahomes, it seems like the worst thing a team can do, lead or tie or whatever, is give him the ball in less than 2 minutes to play. Why is he just so elite in the final 2 minutes of games?
Always finds a way to stay on his feet, avoiding the rush, and keeping his eyes downfield. And I mean, if you let those guys get enough time, they're going to get open, regardless of who's back there. So you have to put some pressure on him. You have to have him worried more about you rushing up front than getting his eyes downfield. Because once he extends the play 3, 4, 5 seconds, someone's going to be there. He's going to find him. So you have to be able to take him off from those guys down there.
Myles, I know it's different sides of the ball, but you and Patrick are obviously linked through that 2017 draft, and he's had the team success. But I guess how would you compare the success you've had with the success he's had? Kind of looking all the way back to that draft.
I wouldn't. The comparison is thief of joy. So I don't compare myself to Patrick, not in team success or position wise. I mean, at the end of the day, he's doing well on his team, and I want to continue to do well on my team. And this year's not the one for us currently, but there's no reason we can't leave off on a great note, going 4-0 in these last 4.
That playoff game in 2020, it really, in the moment, felt like Browns Chiefs could become a thing. Then you guys opened up in Kansas City the following year. Just that fork in the road, or you, I don't know, surprise is the right word, but they went on to win Super Bowls, and you guys have kind of really struggled to find that consistent winning level. Do you feel like that game was like a little bit of a fork in the road there because you were so close to the AFC Championship game?
No, I mean there's just a lot of consistency, all along the board, with their team, especially quarterback position. We moved on, from our quarterback at that time, and we've also done that in different positions on offense and defense. While them as a team, their standard hasn't changed, their culture hasn't changed, and their roster really hasn't changed, other than wide receiver room. So I think that's been one thing that set us apart. And I think the standard has to continue to grow for us as a team. And this year, since it stayed the same, a lot of guys, didn't rise to the level of expectations that we have for ourselves.
Thanks, Myles.
Thanks, Myles.